Alright, Joe, here we go. Just going to do a stop and start. I don't know how long that video was running, but you're going to do one more of these historical edition Super Break. Oh, he was on Laverne and Shirley? Walt Disney, 1937 releases Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It's 37 vintage newspaper. Wonder where they got all these old newspapers from. Somebody just gave them a bucket, one of every year. Abe Lincoln Presidential Combo Stamps, 1964 Public Land Deed. Wonder what the town of was. It was the town of something with a G. The town of G? Oh, you got something. George Liberace signed program. That's pretty cool. It's this whole thing signed by Liberace. Please scratch off silver sticker to reveal code. Email name, address, phone number, scratch off code, and a picture of the redemption to Super Break. Liberace signed program, JSA authenticated. That's pretty neat, Joe. Dorothy, height, founder and National Council of Negro Women, 1912 vintage newspaper. Frontier Hotel Matchbook, Roy Rogers. And American icon Chief Red Cloud met with President Ulysses S. Grant, 1870. Yeah, I don't think they could fit that document in there, so they put a redemption. Another book, casino matchbook. Gold Strike Inn Hotel and Casino near Hoover Dam. I drove over the Hoover Dam. Howdy, partner. All new Pioneer Club, downtown Las Vegas. Vintage matchbook cover. Nelson Mandela imprisoned from 1962 to 89 newspaper. Okay. Another one of those matchbooks. Marilyn Monroe vintage matchbook. Silver Slipper. Gambling Hall and Saloon. And Mark Twain. Poems and newspaper. Okay. What in the hell is that? I'm just kidding. Watchtower. Theodore Roosevelt Grand Canyon coin. Commemorative coin. 1906 newspaper relic. Some sort of commemorative coin. Napoleon dynamite. Napoleon Bonaparte, 1799, overthrew the French government. 1799 vintage newspaper. Where in the heck did they get a 1799 vintage newspaper? Yeah, if I remember Jerry Van Dyke now, he was on the show Coach, right? Wasn't he that stupid guy on Coach? But he was very funny. What's up, Cujo? No, it's a personal break. One of one, Julie Andrews, Roosevelt Grill, New York, vintage menu relic. Dang, could have got a whole bottle of wine for $2.50. Could have got me a big old soft, rich burgundy glass for 65 cents. And Barack Obama is 44 U.S. President, 1961, vintage newspaper. Okay. I watched a lot of Coach when I was younger. The one line I always liked that I thought was the funniest was his daughter was getting together with some artsy dude, and his name was Stuart. And Craig Nelson or whatever. When the guy came home to get when the kid came home to be with his daughter, or take her on a date or something, he called him Stu. He's like, my name is Stuart. If you call me Stu, you take the art out of my name. I always thought that was funny. Because his name's Stuart. Stuart. If you call him Stu, you take the art out of his name. Anyway, I always remembered that line for some reason. Another matchbook cover. One of the Beatles, maybe? Doesn't say. And Evel Knievel. And that one is Robert Evel Knievel, born 1938 vintage newspaper. One of one. Early 1900s vintage Paris postcard relic. Oh, it is. And Gordie Howe stamp, some sort of newspaper relic from 1961. Gordie Howe, first NHL player to reach 1,000 games. Alrighty, this is Joe. We're finishing it off. Last one coming. Hey, this one feels light too. I think it's another redemption. And it is an 1880. Dang, that's pretty cool. I don't know what it's worth, but it's an 1880 silver dollar coin from 1880. You got this and the Liberace in the same case. That's pretty neat. There you go. And the Titanic dude, Edward Smith, 1912, vintage newspaper. Right, what do you have? Stay out of my business. That's what I have. All right, that's it. Thanks again, Joe.